I don't know if this is happening. I'm going to try this again. Let's see. Okay. I'm over here now. Okay, well, that was just a mess. So that did not work at all. So I was trying to do this on a new streaming service so I don't have to be on Zoom, but that's not working. And I spelled here wrong. Oh my God. Okay. Well, so never mind to the other one. I'll rename this one later. And let's just pretend we're starting again. Hi, welcome. This started only slightly as bad as the other one. Also, I am trying this new app that shows comments scrolling across the top, but they're so tiny, I can't even read them. So I don't know if you guys can read them because they are the tiniest. Okay, but anyway, hello everyone. Sorry, that was just a huge hot mess. I clearly don't have the bandwidth for the other streaming service. And yeah, anyway. Hi, everyone. Hi, Judith, Susan, Phyllis. Hey, okay, so tell me if I freeze again. I think I'm just here and I'm okay. And I hope my mic's okay, because again, I love these big, wide, this is the Charade Brioche turtleneck version. This is my customized version. But there's no place to clip the mic, so I clipped it to my necklace. So I hope that's okay. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm back from Rhinebeck. So I wanted to show you a couple of things, and I just wanted to tell you about my weekend. And then I want to tell you about this Saturday. So Saturday, we're going to have a cast-on party for Charade Brioche video sweater class. So if you're already, so I'm going to tell you about that first. If you're already in the class, then on Friday, I'll be posting, why, thank you. I hope you join us. She said, gorgeous sweater. I hope you join us in the video sweater class. This is Charade Brioche. This is also Charade Brioche. And it's a brand new video sweater class that is launching on Saturday. I launch it as a knit along for fun, but you can jump in anytime, but I would always recommend that you grab it during the knit along because it's on sale. So Saturday, I'm going to do a cast on party. So what I thought would be fun, since only 100 people fit in the room in Zoom, is on Friday in the class platform, I will post a link to the Zoom, and it lets 100 people in, so people might come and go. So if you want to sort of be in the room where it happens, sorry, just a little Hamilton, and you want to have your camera on and you want to be able to ask questions live, like be able to turn on your mic, not just ask questions via chat, although that's fun too, then you can join me on Zoom if you're already in the class. If you're thinking, I didn't know about this class, which if you didn't know about this class, where have you been? Charade Brioche, Charade Brioche. And you just think, I want to come to the cast-on party and check it out, then you can join me via Zoom, just like y'all are doing here. And you know, you can just sort of see what it's all about and see the fun. So there. So by the way, this new thing of supposedly the comments going across the top. Here's someone type me a comment. Oh, thank you, Jen. Jen said Charade is beautiful on screen, but I can say it looks even better in person. The comments that are going across the screen, can anyone read them? Or are they so tiny that no one can read them? Because I was having trouble seeing them. So Now I don't even know if it's working. Oh, anyway, all right, forget about that. I tried, every time I try to add something new, it's just a disaster. So that's the party on Saturday. That'll be at 2 o'clock Eastern time. And like I said, it'll be on Zoom, but it'll also be here on YouTube Live. And come on by and check it out and see what's up. And on the weekend, I only see the chat in the sidebar. Yeah, well, oh no, see, I see it going across the top right now, but it's so small. I see the chat is scrolling across the top of the window, but it's so tiny, I certainly couldn't read that. So there you go. Sue, have you been to the class yet? Sue, when you go to the class platform, you'll see it. It's right there. When you get the pattern, it says, come back here. This is where your Zoom link will be. So it'll be the exact same place where you get the pattern. So come to the class platform right there where it says your pattern, because remember the pattern goes live Friday evening. So you'll return to the class platform to download your pattern. And if you go there now, right now, you'll see in that chapter, it says, come back here. This is where the Zoom link will be. I might add another little tab just to click through in the lesson right after. Oh, Sue, yeah. So you saw it? Yeah, so you saw it. It's pretty, I put it in pretty big writing, so you can't miss it. I might add right after that pattern lesson, just a simple one button click through to go to the Zoom. So I'll probably put it in both places. I'll put the Zoom link in that pattern lesson, but then I'll probably add another lesson right after that. That's just a one button click and you join. I must have forgotten I went there. It is available so far. Yeah, so Sue, go back and you'll see it says this is where the Zoom link is going to be. Also, I emailed you guys yesterday to remind you that the Zoom link was going to be posted in the platform. Oh my God, Chris says we're supposed to get rain for the first time in 215 days. Holy kermoly. Wow. Okay. But I wanted to tell you about Rhinebeck. For those of you who have never been, I have a couple of photos for you. And I'm going to be really honest. I was terrible about taking photos. And partly it was because I was so excited to be there and to see my friends and to be with people. I just kept forgetting to take photos. So I don't have that many, but I also want to show you some of the things that I got, which again, I didn't get that many things, but as they would say in the movie Pat and Mike, what I got was churse. Okay. So the night before, my friends came in and we went to this fabulous little place in Woodstock where we had dinner by these big, giant outdoor fire pits, which was really fun. And for those of you who haven't been to Rhinebeck, it's not just about yarn. It has some gorgeous other things. So I just took some photos as I went. These were these Amish boxes that were just so stunning. But my favorite thing by far about Rhinebeck is just randomly running into friends. So this is one of my friends from back in my yarn store days, many years ago. It was 2007. And there was a group of knitters that would hang out in the yarn store that I was managing. And we called them the Carols because 3 of the group were named Carol. So someone made a joke that like, oh, if everyone's named, if three people are named Carol, then everyone's named Carol. So even though this is Vera, she's part of the Carols. So I haven't seen her since 2019, I think. So it was really fun to run into her. I just like those. Those are candles that are like little yarn balls, which I thought was kind of cool. So one thing about the weekend is we are normally at peak color season, but because we've gotten so much rain, I just took this photo because this is a line of trees that normally is bright orange at this time of year. And you can just see, there we go. You can just see the orange beginning to peek out in the trees. But yeah, we weren't quite at peak. So these are my friends, Brooke Nico and Carol Sikowski, that came to stay with the house. And we ran into the one and only Margaret Hubert, and I just adore her so much. She was at the book signing tent, and we were hoping we would see her, which we did, and we loved. And then, of course, we had to go see Tabitha from Long Island Yarn and Farm and see what was going on with her. There's another. Oh, here's some more. You can just see. I was just amazed that we're normally at like full on orange, but we were just beginning to change colors. But it was the weather was the weirdest. So in the morning, it was totally overcast. Then this happened, beautiful sunny. And then I'm going to show you what happened after that for those of you who weren't here. So I did take a couple of yarn photos, but I didn't take a lot. I was really, really bad, but I love the little yarn heads at the top of the yarn display, which kind of cracked me up. This was right outside the double-sided barn, the double barn that has 2 floors. And I couldn't believe it. It looked like candy. Those are just berries. Someone said they were called porcelain berries. I just thought that was so cool. There's Primrose Yarn. I love their bags. It was very cool. Again, I just love the sheep head, kind of cracked me up. Utopia, gorgeous stuff at Utopia. Of course, Lolo Bean, had to take a shot of that. Lola Bean wasn't there, but her yarn was. Ran into a bunch of friends outside of Jenny the Potter, and the Able Baker always gives me a cookie. She used to come to Able Baker's amazing sugar cookies. And I don't know if I have, did I take a close up? Oh, well, here. So I don't know if you can see. Check it out. Rhinebeck, the black sheep and the white sheep. I kept it for like 2 days and then I devoured it because they're so delicious. That's Jenny. That's the famous Jenny of Jenny the Potter. Her stuff's amazing. I'm going to show you what I bought from her in a second. So that's Jenny. Oh, there's some of the magnets from Jenny the Potter. And I love the one that you can write on. It's like a little speech bubble. It says, you can write on me. So it's a wipe on thing. Oh, there's a close up of my cookie. There's my Jenny the Potter Jenny the Potter. There's my Able Baker cookie. Then we shopped for some pumpkins. Okay, so I'm going to show you my haul in person in a second. But I just want to go to a couple other photos. I want to show you because, of course, one of the wonderful things about Rhinebeck is seeing the yarn, wandering around and running into friends. The other, of course, are the animals. So I have to show you some of the animals because we love our little animal friends. It's one of the true treats of Rhinebeck. So this is an Angora bunny that was so soft, and everyone gathered around. And of course, we have our little sheepy. So if you haven't been to Rhinebeck yet, it is like if you took your favorite fiber consumer show, like Vogue Knitting Live or something like that, and you put it in the middle of a county fair. So you have all the animals. Now, we didn't have as many animal events as we usually do, which I'll tell you about in a second, but we still had the barns where we could go and visit the animals. Chris, I'm excited about the book too. I just turned in my first chapters. I have a lot more work to do though. Oh my goodness. I love these guys. These adorable little faces. And then outside, they always have a llama pen. And I just got the tail end. I filmed it and I put it on Instagram, the tail end of the llama and the alpaca parade, which was really fun. Look at their little face. I mean, look at the size of their eyes, alpaca. They're just beautiful. Oh, porcelain berries are edible, says Alex. I did not know that. They're just so beautiful. And then of course I had to visit my llama. That's the only photo where he got really close. And then he kind of was like, what? Yes, devoted to knit. Where you been? My book is due in December. It'll be out fall of 2022. So September 2022. So there's my alpaca. I wondered where it was looking. So I was like, anyway. Oh, sorry, not alpaca, llama. No. Oh, wait, Becky, Paw Stars, the dog show. Do you mean the canine frisbee toss? But because I missed that. We always go to the canine frisbee toss. There weren't as many of the normal animal events. I think in part because of crowds, because what they did was they reduced the size of the event a lot. There's only about a quarter of the people that are normally there. So they only sold 10,000 tickets and normally it's about 40. So a couple of my favorite events didn't happen. One of them is the leaping llama competition, which is my favorite, which is when it's like reverse limbo, so they keep raising the bar higher and higher and higher because llamas are natural jumpers. But I think that it was just it'd be too crowded. Oh yeah, the frisbee dogs. Yeah, that's the canine frisbee toss. Yeah, we watched only a little of it as we were leaving, but we normally watch that. But I had a couple of friends there were there for the first time, so I mostly just went where they went. My God, that was my favorite. That face just cracked me up. He was basically just leaning and having a nap, which I totally loved. I missed the shot. He had his face like right at the bar, and then as I snapped, he went to chow. But look at that little face. So good. So good. Okay, now you can just see in the background in this shot what's to come. Okay, so check out those storm clouds. So it was cloudy in the morning, and then it turned completely gorgeous. And my meetup was going to be at 2:00, and I'm going to show you my meetup in a second. And some of my friends, when I went to visit some of the vendor booths, I ran into Jenny the Potter first, and she said, "Ooh, the Rhinebeck officials are coming around and saying that there is going to be 50-mile-an-hour winds, and you have to batten down your booth, and there's this giant storm coming, and it's going to come at 2." Well, 2:00 was my meetup. It did not come at 2, but I will show you when it did come. So I'm going to go over to my meetup here. So the meetup was really fun. We had I would say maybe about 12, 15 people came in and out and said hello. People came and went, so it was different times. There's a wonderful knitter showing me the sweater she knit from my Vogue design. There's an Affinity and another Socrates cardigan. And, seeing this knitter in this adorable Socrates cardigan, she said it was only her second sweater that she'd ever knit, which I thought, like, holy cannoli, she did an amazing job. All she has to do is add the buttons. Palm Canyon was her first. So I made the third size of Socrates cardigan, so it would be a coat. It's so big that I can wear it over a thick sweater. But now I kind of want to make a size smaller just to wear also as an indoor garment after seeing her. She was so cute. There you can see how big it is. I mean, also I have my hands shoved down in my pocket, but I wanted like a big, long, I basically wake up every morning and put this thing on. So it's like my house coat / coat. But then I literally wear it as my coat, which is really fun. Oh, there's 2 of them. So there's some of the gang just coming to hang out. I don't know what I was laughing at there. My husband caught me cracking up at something. And And then we just hang out and chat. And my husband is just snapping photos as I'm chatting with people. So a meetup is just really fun. It's just a nice way to, oh, and that's my affinity. Wait, gotta go back. Look at that. Check it out. What an amazing job. Oh, and Nancy's here. There's Nancy. Nancy looking fabulous and her Costa Maya. So Meetup's just a really fun way to hang out. I got to say hi to people, see what you were working on, listen to your stories. Oh, wait, Jen. Okay, now Jen has a story. I don't know how long this story is and if she can type it in the chat. But Jen had a little knitting trauma involving her husband. But I'll let her tell it. There's Annie. Oh, and let me see if I have this. Oh yeah. Okay. So this is Annie's Saugerties cardigan. It wasn't quite finished, but she brought me what she had. She actually had the back finished, but I just love that she, is posing in with the sleeve. There's Nancy. Oh my God, it was so windy. So this wind is showing you, oh, that's funny. My friend Carol, look at how many phones my husband's holding. So that's the back of David's head. Oh, that's kind of arty. Look, you can see us in the phone. That's so funny. So the wind is showing you what's about to come, which I'm going to show you in a minute, which is the storm that just came tearing in. Here you can see how I wear my Saugerties cardigan as a coat. It fits really nicely over my sweater. So anyway, the meetup was really fun. Got to hang with a lot of cool people. Okay, so Jen's saying I measured my husband for affinity a year before started knitting. Then COVID happened. Didn't think to remeasure. So I think we know how this story ends, because I said to Jen, well, you might want to find out if it's just a COVID situation, because certainly my weight changed. Oh, Chris, I was wondering, you commented earlier. I thought I missed something. Oh, wait, I missed something. What did Chris say? I had you to type comments, but watch on TV. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Anyway, so the meetup happened at 2:00. Oh, then Jen said, but then when I seamed it, I had him try it on. This was before the button band and collar were done. Suffice to say, it did not look like it would fit. The fronts were about 4 inches apart. But, oh my God, I'm like hanging on the edge of my seat for this. Because I had said, well, you can either decide whether you want to just have him wear it open, if you think maybe it's a COVID weight loss situation and might snap back, or, okay, but Jen's left it at, but she's left us hanging. Okay, Jen, I'm going to finish that story in a second. I want to show you what happened after the meetup. So this is what happened. So you can see these amazing clouds coming in. They just poured over. It came in so fast. By the way, that's the field, which was filled with cars a hot second ago, absolutely filled with cars. The storm came in so fast and the skies opened up and we were driving home. That was our friend who was right behind us, and she took those photos. Apparently they shut down the show a little early. Okay, there's the Jen. So Jen, where last we left our heroes, it was 4 inches apart. And she said, but then a miracle happened. I put the button band on, and because the cables are a bit stretchy and I had factored in about 2 inches of positive ease to the original, tried it on and it fit. Oh my God. I'm so excited. Oh, that is so exciting. All right, I want to show you a couple things that I got. Yeah. So I'm going to show you a couple of things that I got. I did not get a lot because I was really going there for I had a specific goal in mind, which is I wanted to find kind of a chunky yarn, not a bulky yarn. So it's super easy to find these like giant bulky yarns that weigh a ton. And it's super easy to find worsted weight yarn. I wanted to find a chunky yarn, not a bulky, but a chunky. Remember those? We used to have a ton of them, you know, like 14 stitches per 4-inch, 16 stitches per 4-inch, but I didn't want it to be too heavy. And I found the perfect yarn. So I'm going to show you my goodies. So I'm going to show you that in 1 second. So first I'll show you this guy. So again, I didn't buy a lot, but I saw this, and this is Greenwood Hill Farm. And I tried to find them on Instagram or website. They're so, it's just a little local farm. But what I want to show you, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, is it looks so rustic. And so I picked it up, and it is the squishiest, softest yarn. So I just got one, you know, and sometimes you just get yarn and you just want to have it. So this might just be a souvenir that I just keep. I also got, and I totally forgot to grab a card of the company that made this because I thought it was so cool. So I got this shawl pin. They put a little stopper on here. But how it works is you turn it to the opening, right? And then you can put it through your sweater. So pretend I'm through my sweater here. And then you turn it shut. And I thought it was really cool. I kind of like that. This is what I got from Jenny the Potter. These are, well, okay, Becky, don't worry. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the yarn. That's the perfect, I found the perfect yarn. So I got these stitch markers. These were the feminist stitch markers. And I just love them. I always get a little something from Jenny the Potter. But look how cool those are. And they come in this cute little jar. So what I haven't decided, I got them thinking, oh, maybe I would use them as a giveaway. But I don't know if I'm going to give them away. I can't tell. There's our program, by the way. So this is sort of shows you the whole event, and it's got our schedule and the map and all this good stuff. And for those of you who went to this hill for the meetup, I was right there. So there's an area in Rhinebeck that everyone calls the hill. But the hill is very, very large. So when I used to do the meetup on the hill, no one could find me. Everybody knows where the donut stand is. So I said, I'm going to be on the hill right by the donut stand. So there. Okay. I also was on a hunt for goodies for Affinity. And I was really in particular looking for Maine vendors. And 3 Bags Full is an amazing bag vendor from Maine, and Madder Root. Oh, this is Greenwood, fine. Okay. But the yarn. So I found this yarn, wool, and it is absolutely perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. It's called wool Chunky, and it is exactly what I wanted, 14 stitches per 4-inch, but it's really springy and lofty. And I'm going to show it to you on the color cards. And I was so surprised. I feel it, and it's soft, but not, I don't know how to describe this. It's soft without being floopy or like shiny or slick, which is what you expect out of superwash. And I looked, and it said, machine wash cold. Now it is machine wash cold, not hot, which is your first clue that it's not that really chemically induced superwash, which seals down the scales. So she actually told me the whole process of how she can make this machine washable wool without it being slimy. But of course I immediately forgot. But check this out, you guys. Oh my God. Ah, look how many colors this comes in. I mean, I have no idea how I'm going to choose the color that I knit for myself. But I have this this quick knit, kind of a fun sweater in mind that will be my new sweater kit. So like Saugerty's cardigan was a sweater kit. Because the fun about a sweater kit is the sweaters that I do as a video sweater class, you know, they have some really interesting new technique or something that we're going to learn. But with the sweater kit, it's about pairing like the perfect yarn with the perfect design. But this is what I want to show you. I'm going to zoom a little bit here. So what I love is how, look at that, how lofty it is. So it has this really tight twist, and it's really round. But it has a very flexible gauge because that. Oh, I machine wash my O-Will socks. Yay. Excellent. So yeah, I don't know when I might not get to this new design for a little bit because the book is due in December. So I'm in the middle of chapter 5 right now. The big, like the heart of the book are all the, and by the way, the chapter numbers might change, so I have no idea. But a lot of the tricks are right now in chapters 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I'm in the middle of 5. So I have a lot to go. I have a lot to go. Plus, now we're in that section where it's describing steps. So I also have to do like photos of my hands for the illustrator. So it's a lot. All of which is to say, I probably should get back to work. So, oh, Diana, you have a shawl pin like that. Oh, do you remember where you got it? Because maybe because these are really unique. So I had never seen anything like this. So I have a feeling if you have the shawl pin, then it is, I feel dopey that I didn't take a card. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it on my arm. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. So I just think this is so cool. So you put it through like whatever your closure is, right? And then you turn. Oh, it's hard to do. It's hard to, of course, now I'm trying to do it one-handed, which you would normally not have to do this one-handed. So I'm having trouble turning it. Oh, that was just a huge failure. I can't turn it. Oh, there we go. I did it. I think it's so cool. Diana, did you get it from Rhinebeck? Do you get it just now? Because I'd never seen it before, but I thought it was extremely cool. And also at first I worried that it was too heavy for a sweater. Like I bought it for Volition. Does anyone here remember Volition? I have the Volition. I did the pullover for myself, but I also did the cardigan. And sometimes I like to have the cardigan open, but sometimes I like to have it closed. Oh, the shawl pin is modeled on Scottish pebble jewelry. I totally can visualize what you're saying. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay, very cool. So I'm really sorry I didn't take more pictures. I was kind of bad. And I hope that if you come to Rhinebeck next year, you would come to the meetup and see me because I just love meeting you guys in person. It's really fun. So there. I've signed a couple of contracts for some live events coming up, so I'm really excited about that. I'm doing a virtual event coming up in November with the Boston Guild. But then I'm actually going to start getting on planes and going places. I'm doing a retreat for Magpie Knits, which is going to be amazing. I'm going to do a weekend with a yarn shop. Oh my God, my brain just broke. Oh no, this is embarrassing. It's on my website, but I just had a moment where I forgot where I was going. It is Needles in the haystack, needles in the haystack. Then I'm going to do a little virtual thing for Puddletown Knits Guild. I'll do that in January. Yeah, so little baby steps to get back out there. There you go. No, it's not Jewel. Jewel does a lot of Jewel's closures are very kind of modern and sleek. They do a lot of like snaps closures, very unique closures, not like your average shawl pins. They're really cool. Okay. So again, sorry for the terrible, terrible start. I should just give up on, I don't know, just trying to get that stupid Zoom logo out from the corner, which bugs me. So I like pay for streaming services, but I think I just do not have the bandwidth for them for some reason. So anyway, I'm going to go because I have to write a book. And I just wanted to come by and show you some pictures from Rhinebeck. And remember, when in doubt, when you feel glum, when you feel down, when you feel like you cannot go on, just think of that little guy, think of that little face and say, I'm just going to rest and come back and try again tomorrow. So there. All right, you guys, I gotta go. I gotta write a book. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry that I screwed up the beginning again. Just pretend it was great and hit the like button for God's sakes. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And I'll see you later. I'm clearly completely off my schedule of like the first Wednesday. So I don't know. I have a feeling this has now become a little more random of like, I'm going to come on when I have something to say. Okay. That's all. Bye. I'll see you later.